If you're stuck in the dog days of summer and looking for a new hobby, your local library is always a good place to go. For the Waterville Public Library, there are plenty of books to check out, but also several programs throughout the summer for those who are interested. They're currently running a book sale and ask for donations as payment. There's also a summer reading program, connections to career professionals, crocheting sessions, and more. The library has 4 floors filled with books, puzzles, different types of media, and a staff looking to help if you have a question.
We think of this building as a palace for the people. It's a very beautiful 18,000 square foot building, original Carnegie Library here in Central Maine. And what sets us apart, we offer a tremendous number of programs for all ages in our community. We are a warm, welcoming, inclusive, kind place.
Everyone is certainly involved with all of the media here as well. Fans and curating in their own space, these things that they care deeply about, and then trying to connect people with those resources.
Now, the book sale will run through July 26th. For more information on the Waterville Public Library and all the resources available, head to our website for a